Have you thought about now seasons are changing, we're getting warmer and more daylight and a little bit more warmer, how your wardrobe might look or change, or if you think you might want to add anything to it, or what you might want to, yeah.
Know what that looks like, honestly. Certainly wearing more tank tops, I think, and I do already have some of those in my wardrobe, honestly, that I purchased and haven't really worn yet, but I think wearing more of those, and then just wearing more of those with layering options as we start getting into the warmer, but not quite warm enough to wear them by themselves. So I think, again, just really embracing that, and then trying to embrace, like, I don't know, what other potential accessories would make them look better on their own, instead of just a blank, like, burgundy sleeveless shirt with whatever bottom I'm wearing. So how do I dress that's one of those moments where I just go, I don't know, because honestly, I don't do a whole lot of that. I don't know how to dress that up, and it's the wrong season for doing scarves or anything like that. So, is it a necklace? But then it has to be the right necklace because of what I do. I haven't quite figured that out. Yeah.
Do you think, and then that's true, it's still early, but as the seasons change, and also as your life, as like you continue growing in your business and you continue to grow as a person, just change, evolve, you have thought about making inspiration boards of things you might want to add, or things, try different.
I've done that in 10 plus years for outfits. Yeah, no, I don't generally tend to think about it in terms of strategy. I tend to think about it in terms of if I happen to be out and see something that I think will go with whatever it is I already have, and then I will purchase it if it works. And yeah, I haven't really strategized about a specific look in many years, honestly. And sure, that look would be different now for the simple reason that while I still like those looks, I just feel those looks are not going to complement my current body. So I think, again, that goes back to the biggest challenge for me is figuring out how to change what I used to like into what works for my current body.
That's very important. I love that you're accepting where you are. That's hard for a lot of like women. It's hard because you go into your closet like, oh, I used to wear that. I used to be able to squeeze into that. Yeah. And I can't. And maybe in 3 more months I can squeeze into that. I'm gonna try and go on, you know what I mean? I'll do something.
But ultimately it comes down to not to squash dreams or anything like that, but it's like, but why can't you find something that you love now? Like yes, you might want to get into this super cute body hugging sweater dress. Okay, that used to be something that was on my board. Okay, great. Yeah, if my 20-something body, I could wear that and be okay with it. In my current body, I would be like, are you kidding me? No, I'm not going to walk outside. And so what do you transition then to be like, okay, what would make me feel comfortable? That's either, it might not be similar. That's the other thing, is it might have to be something completely different. Yeah, whatever that is.
Going back to the sweater hugging dress part, you're like, oh yeah, in my 20s I would wear that, but in my 30s, no. And then, do you think that part of it is like your reservation of, or your discomfort with wanting to go with that style? And but because people, it feels like the reason why I asked that is because like in today's body positive society, like we're encouraged to show off. And
I'm conflicted because I see people all the time who do have not your Barbie body, shall we say, and they wear things and I'm just like, I don't consider flattering for whatever body shape or style they have. Yeah, trying to get back to your question. I don't think it's just that. I think that might be part of it is, again, the conservative leaning, but I feel like part of it is also just because I don't like my stomach, means I'm not going to like it in that dress.
Okay.
That dress is going to highlight every single inch of it, and I'm going to hate it for that reason. If you are body positivity and you want to wear something like that and it does not bother you, then I just go for it. Okay. But I also want to wear things that I feel like flatter me. And to some degree. It sounds very judgy, but it's like I look at other people with a different body and some of those things, and I just go, I don't think that's very fun. But you chose it, so you must like it. Okay. Yeah. I think it really does come down to, again, wanting to flatter the body that I have. Because if I have to accept that this body is what it is, okay, it's not perfect. I don't go to the gym. I have a lousy diet sometimes. Is since I don't necessarily put in the work to change it, that means accepting what I have. Okay. So how do I dress to flatter what I have? You know,
Absolutely.
how do I hide slightly bigger chest but hide the slightly bigger stomach? Okay. Or something like that. And by highlight, I don't necessarily mean like super highlight either. So just finding different shirt styles, for example, that are like, okay, maybe they just are a little looser around the stomach, but not super loose that it looks like a balloon or something like that. It's not a baby doll. I don't want a baby doll. So just trying to figure out what styles can you try on that just go, oh, that actually feels flattering without trying to being too obvious. I'm trying to hide something, but it hides it. Oh, yeah.
It's actually, it's funny because there was a woman at the cafe. This was last year, and she works at the store section of the cafe. And she was sitting down and having a cup of coffee. And she was wearing these like long boho country western, like roughly skirts, the long skirt with like chunky boots. But the thing that caught me was like we were going back to we were talking about hiding the. I think there is a reason. There are like, I guess what I'm saying is there are moments where it is good to hide those unflattering moments because so she's got a little bit of a stomach, right? And she's wearing this really fitted baby blue long sleeve t-shirt, and it was very fitted.
Yeah.
And then it's okay that it was showing her midsection, that she had a bit of a stomach. But what bothered me the most was that she added a belt over it. And then it's like, and I took the picture and I was like, I was going to post it and say something, and I didn't. Maybe it's still in my deleted folder. It's like I had it for a while. It's like, it just bothered me. It was just one of those like Home Alone moments. Like, oh, you really shouldn't do that because you're making it worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's okay. Instead of trying to cover it up, you actually highlighted it more.
You made it look
Is
even
that what you're
better.
saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And then
And
to
I think
add,
that's where some of us need education because it's okay. We have to figure out, do you actually want to hide this area or do you actually want to accentuate it because
yeah.
you're sending a mixed message here?
And it was just like, and it wasn't she used a skinny belt, she used a big wide belt. And I was like,
Big chunky.
no, that even made it worse. That really accentuated that like area where you really, if it was the t-shirt was looser, it would have looked nicer.